Angling is a series of choices, from an infinite number of options, some simple, like what's your target species, to the complexities of understanding fish location on a seasonal basis. Then there's the myriad of presentation options. It's as mental of a game as physical. Each challenge is different, but the basic process remains the same. For angling is like solving a living, breathing puzzle. And to see the big picture, you need the fishing edge.
Wow. Look at the size of that pike. Oh. Oh! You see that?
What was it?
It was a giant northern, but it wasn't on my lure. No, he's under the, he's way over there.
Wow, that was a giant.
That was, I think he was chasing my bait, but
pike.
he just.
Big pike, like.
Really?
That big, yep. Came right up and just nosed it. Oh, man, big fish.
That's 3 fish and 5 casts.
Big fish, too.
Yeah. Nice pike. Little sucker. Ooh.
Big one, huh, Mike?
I got a really, really, really good look at him that time.
It's like a 25 pounder,
25 to 30 pounder. For sure 25.
Oh, that was a big one, dang.
Came back on it, huh? Remember, Bill, when we've seen peakers like that, though the peakers, when they peak like that at you, they don't bite.
Oh, here he is.
Is he on you?
Big jack. Really big pike.
Was that a big pike?
Big pike. Great big pike.
There's one. There's a nice one. Got him.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I think that was a carbon copy of yours.
That was a big fish. Oh, man.
Man. I don't know what happened. I guess he was.
Mikey.
Dang it. Dang it. That was on a big pause. Yeah, it was like I was jerking it out, and I stopped for quite a bit, and it almost felt like I hooked a rock or something. Dang it!
There we go.
Got
Oh
one?
yeah, big fish.
Oh, is that the muskie maybe, huh?
That's the pike, I think. Maybe it is that muskie, it's big. I'm trying, nope, just a, whoa! Side hook pike.
Ooh, nice fish.
Yeah. All right, woo! Oh! Whoa. Huh? How's that for a start to the day? Big pike. Today Mike and I are fishing in northwest Ontario that's home to tons of great pike like this, and we're fishing that time of year, early fall, when big pike are making their way out of the deep water and starting to show up on some of the shallow structures and rock and weeds, and hopefully we're gonna have a big day of big jacks like this. What a beauty.
Nice fish, Jerry.
Yeah. Get her back. Beautiful fish. Man, oh man. Great pike. Great pike. Can you take off there?
Well, Jerry mentioned we're up here in northwest Ontario fishing for pike, and it's mid-September. It's kind of that time of the year when the water's cooling down, you know. It's you start to see the surface temp drop quite a bit as the days go on, and pike, typically the bigger pike anyhow, are usually deep in the summer in these kind of waters. You know, I guess biologists would consider northerns a cool water fish. You know, the big ones aren't really fond of warm water, so they're deep. But now this time of the year as the water cools, we were at what, 70 degrees a few days ago, and we're already dropping into the 60s, so these bigger fish are starting to move up onto these rock structures in the weed beds, so we're going after the bigger fish that are moving up shallow.
If you look at the sky right now, these are the absolute classic cloud conditions, sky conditions for a big time cold front in early fall. I mean, it's just the air feels cool. You can see that these are the clouds after the passing storm, and it's definitely very brisk. Feels like fall, and it feels like big fish weather.
You know, when Jeremy and I came out this morning, we were commenting on the weather. We had a really pretty good storm go through last night, and it was like your classic musky weather. You know they're gonna bite right after. Now a huge cold front, and usually when you're fishing a cold front conditions like this, like if you're walleye or even bass fishing, you dread days like this, but for some reason the pike don't seem to mind it. So when we woke up and we saw that we had this kind of sky and the cool air and everything, we were feeling pretty good about being able to get a few of these big devils. Northern pike thrive in cool climates ranging from the upper US north throughout most of Canada. In warmer waters near the southern fringe of their range, fast-growing pike tend to live fast and die young, seldom achieving more than a few pounds in weight. But in cooler northerly lakes and rivers, ferocious pike tend to live longer and may achieve weights of 20 pounds or more. In spring, pike commonly roam shallow bays and are routinely caught on lures like spoons, spinnerbaits, flies, and minnow baits. During the heat of the summer, however, pike, especially the big ones, tend to avoid the stress imparted by water temperatures above 70 degrees, vacating the extreme shallows if possible. In Canadian waters, deep, cool mid-lake areas with abundant cisco and whitefish forage provide ideal summer pike habitat until water temperatures dip in the fall. At that point, pike commonly move shallow again, feeding along deep weeds at the mouths of shallow bays or along main lake rock points like we're fishing today. Pike remain quite active throughout the winter months, making them prime targets for ice fishing. Anglers typically suspend dead bait like suckers, smelt, cisco's herring, or other large forage fish beneath tip-ups and wait for the flag to pop, indicating a strike. Some of the largest fish of the year are caught at this time.
Ooh, that's a beauty pike. Baby. This one came on a quick strike rig, which is a good way to fish tip-ups.
Northwest Ontario is a prime drive-to destination for pike, with thousands of lakes capable of producing large pike year-round. Just about everywhere you go, trophy pike lurks somewhere nearby. Oh, rocks. Way out there? Oh, yeah. There's a fish. There's a fish. Yep, got him.
Just bounced off the rocks.
Yep,
and
another
bingo,
nice
huh?
one, Jared. Really nice fish. I bounced off a rock. Yep.
Are you finding it harder and harder to spend time with your family? All you need is the right place to reconnect.
Big walleye, Dad.
Got it. Here we go. This is fun.
Northwest Ontario, your place to reconnect.
We tried beating it senseless, bending it in half, and punishing it with extreme temps, corrosive salt water, and blistering UV rays. And all Talon did was ask for more. So we wanted to know what Talon's breaking point really was. We'll let you know if we ever find it. Talon, born tough, tested tougher.
Oh, there he is. Hey, you! Yeah. Fat boy, you can't get none of this. Look at me. I got moves. I go left, I go right, I go left again. Watch it. Oh, there it is. Psych! I'm so erratic, I don't even know where I'm going. Come on, Chubby Cheeks. Come on, Bucket Mouth. Come get some of this. I can do this all day long. Look at me. Watch this. Come on. Your mama's so fat that she can't get out the fish net. Ow! All right, I'll give you that one.
First one. Oh, big one.
Look at that.
Closed captioning provided by Fraybill.
Oh, rocks. Way out there? Oh, yeah. There's a fish. There's a fish. Yep, got him.
Just bounced off the rocks
Yep,
and
another
bingo,
nice
huh?
one, Jared. Really nice fish. I bounced off a rock. Yep. Holy cow, I don't see my bait on this one.
Good thing you got
Down the
leader.
hatch.
Oh, wow, what a
Look at
nice
that beauty,
fish.
huh?
Another big fish, Mike.
Yeah. Where's my lure?
Look at that. Wow. Wow, is that a big pike?
Oh, there we go. Holy
right
cow.
on. Holy smokes, did he bite that?
Yeah, he's down his gullet there.
Wow.
Kind of fun, huh?
I'm gonna go spot lock this again. Another big fish, man. Unbelievable. Boy, are
yeah,
you
there
a
we
stud
go.
pike fisherman.
That's a beauty, huh?
Wow.
You know, Jeremy and I are both fishing BX swimmers, Rapala BX swimmers, and he started out doing just a straight up reel, just reeling it in a nice steady speed. I thought, well, I'll try something a little different, and I'm just doing a little jerk and pause on it, making it stop a little bit, and you know, when we bumped over those rocks, it came off a rock, and boom. Ooh, that is a, look at that thing. Huh? Nice fish, he's gonna be hot to trot. All right, ready for more. Get me on more, Jer.
Yeah.
There we go. You got one?
I got one hooked up.
I'm over you. I gotta get over you.
Smaller fish, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
weeper.
is that a
That
good
is a
leap though,
weeper.
huh?
That's a real weeper.
Well, it's a smaller fish in comparison to what we've been catching, but it's still a really
beauty.
nice fish.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Whoa, man.
That one's a freak.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna get you in that here right
yeah.
away.
Oh, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna spot
There we
lock
go,
again. I
huh?
just can't say enough how much I love this feature on the Minn Kota Throwa with the iPilot link system we've got going here. It just makes it so nice when you're fishing the shield water. There's tons of rocks the boat could blow up on. It takes time to deal with fish. You push a button and the boat doesn't go anywhere. It's just terrific. I love it.
I'm gonna get in there and get one while you're down and out. Oh, there's one.
Got him.
Yep, I got one too. Oh, holy cow. I don't know, it's a nice fish though. Holy mackerel,
Holy
Jer.
cow, I gotta get this thing out of here
Yep.
quick. Fish,
I'm
is that the
coming up.
muskie?
I don't know. I don't know. He hit it after the third twitch. I know that. I haven't even seen it yet. It's coming around to the back here. Oh, holy cow. Holy cow.
I'm sorry, I'm really got in a bad way with
Maybe
this
a-
pike. This pike here, another nice fish. I mean, it's a great fish. There's just no doubt about it. It's the smallest one of the morning, but it's still a great fish. I'm gonna get her back. And I wanna show you the gear that we're using right now. We're throwing Rapala's BX Swimmer, and it's a really great multi-species bait. You catch pike, walleyes, smallmouth, catch a little bit of everything on this bait up here. And the one thing about pike that makes them so enjoyable is you don't have to throw really big lures to catch really big fish. Pike are very susceptible to smaller lures, and this particular fishery we're on has a lot of smelt. This is about the same profile as a smelt is, so it's a very natural forage item for the fish. And then with the gear, we're fishing bass tackle. I've got here a Quantum XO 300 spooled with 50-pound Suffix 832. And then on the business end of it, of course, like I mentioned, we've got the BX Swimmer, and then I run a little shank of Terminator's titanium on the end of it. This is 30-pound. This prevents bite-offs. It gives the bait a real natural action because it's so thin. But fishing this lightweight gear, this system, catching big fish, man, it is an absolute hoot. If you haven't come up to Northwest Ontario and spent some time on pike, you're really missing the boat because they're one of the greatest game fish this area has to offer. They're just a blast. All right, I'm ready for another one.
Oh, it's a giant snake.
It's a huge
It's a
snake.
giant snake.
Wow.
Big
There's another
pike.
fish right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, another fish came up. I thought for sure it was a muskie with how big it is, but it's
It's a huge northern.
You ready? Here he comes.
Oh, big pike. Wow.
And there she is.
My first Mercury.
154 stroke, the lightweight heavyweight. And she comes with all this. Say hi to Wendy from customer support. She's always there to help. Jerry from product testing. He dishes out the torture.
They can take it.
Good.
And Tim, from design, he never misses a detail, obsessed with quality. Bobby, prop engineer, he turns horsepower into performance. This is George.
It's good to have Mercury behind you. Meet the rest of the team at mercurymarine.com.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's time to put a new spin on innovation and touch off a revolution. It's time to push boundaries and leave our mark on the world. It's time to say goodbye to excuses, limitations, and half measures. It's time to get it together. New Onyx with Crosstouch. Now, everything you can do with a touchscreen, you can also do with a touchpad. Only from Humminbird.
For over 65 years, Lund has had an unwavering commitment to build the finest fishing boats on the water. 65 years of dedication, innovation, passion. Lund boats stand up to the elements and the use hardcore anglers put them through season after season. Built by fishermen, for fishermen.
The Edge is presented by these and other fine sponsors.
There we go. Ready? Oh, not ready yet. Okay, one more time up. You ready? Ready to sweep them? I'm gonna try to bring them right over to you. There we go. Oh!
Wow, that is huge.
Oh, I got them. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna keep in the water. Jeremy, where do you see this guy here? Whew. Holy cow. You know, pike are really underappreciated in a lot of spots, especially the small ones. But I tell you what, when you get fish this big, this is about as sporting a fish as you can find. I mean, not only are they fun to catch, but they can also be challenging.
Oh man, what a great fish, Mike. Let's get her back. The areas we're looking for to find these big pike this time of year is typically rock structure. The fish will move up into weeds, but right now we're focusing on main lake areas close to the deep water, the big water that has, you know, you want that cool water access. The fish are coming out of that. And then the real key to finding areas that hold a lot of pike are good broken rock or boulders. There's a lot of areas on these shield lakes that have just flat rock. And those can hold fish, but they don't hold fish like areas that have the big boulders, big broken rock, and any of those areas from say 6 to 20 feet are really prime areas to find the big pike, to key in on them.
Jeremy and I are switching back and forth for these pike between trolling and casting. And when we're casting those BX swimmers, we got our drag snubbed down pretty darn tight so we don't lose the fish on the hook set. But now when we're trolling, a good tip is to remember to loosen your drag up a bit. We got no stretch in the line. We're moving forward, so when you set the hook, if you have no drag set at all, you're gonna pull the hooks right out of the fish's mouth. So what I've been doing is just backing the drag out a bit so I got a good little give in the line. Then when a fish hooks, if it's a really big one and it's going the other way, I'm not gonna lose them. There's one, there's one, got him. Oh, nice fish, nice fish.
Right on, Mike.
Nice
Boy,
fish,
sure
Jerry.
looks like a good spot to hook up in it.
Boy, just,
Good.
You cut that corner there and the bait slowed down, then when we started speeding up, it just cracked her good, yeah.
That's so fun when you're trolling. Everything's loaded up, and
I hope I'm not hooked sideways. It feels like a really nice one.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna back us up here lightly.
He's coming around the front of the boat here.
Okay.
Playing coy. He's coming right underneath. Ooh, oh. Let's see. Fatty.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice fish.
He's like short, but just super thick. Look at this.
Man, look at the size of
the
him.
back on him, huh? There we go.
Good job, Mike.
Suffix 832 is constructed with 7 strands of Dyneema and a single strand of Gore performance fiber. It's the roundest, longest casting line in the world. It offers superior abrasion resistance so you can fish it anywhere. It's the strongest, most sensitive, and durable small diameter braid ever to hit the water. Nice fish, Brett.
Thanks.
Suffix 832. Always use the best line.
Really? You're seriously just gonna leave me in here?
Yeah, I'm fishing deep today, Ike.
Are you kidding me? These are perfect conditions for pulling big bass out of heavy cover.
Yeah?
Heck yeah! Try one of these weedless wacky jigs.
All right, yeah.
It has an offset hook and stainless steel weed guard. Whoa! Oh.
Sorry, Ike.
Flip it in there, and its wacky action will have you pulling out one fat bass after another. Please! I can't say anything.
Why take chances with your engines? Protect them from neglect, wear, and tear the easy way. With Seafoam Motor Treatment. Seafoam helps to maintain top engine performance by removing harmful deposit buildup from your engine and fuel system. Control moisture in gas and diesel. Stabilize fuel for up to 2 years. And lubricate your engines to start easier, run cooler, and last longer. Trust all your engines to Seafoam Motor Treatment, the choice of mechanics for over 70 years.
The Edge is presented by these and other fine sponsors.
Pike fishing.
I'm telling you what. There, I'm gonna get in here and get his beak out of here. You know what? Look at that. One hook. There we go. Got him.
There you go.
Oh, man, look at how fat that thing is.
Oh, that's a
Not
nice
a long
fish.
one, but just a tanker. You know, Jerry and I have been fishing for these pike a couple different ways, trolling and casting. Let's take a little look at the different baits we use to catch these guys. Rapala's BX series lures are ideally suited for catching pike. Internally, they feature the lively action of balsa construction, but on the outside, they feature a tough copolymer shell that's like armor plate for deflecting penetration by sharp teeth and powerful jaws.
Yeah.
Where's my lure?
Look at that. Wow. Wow, is that a big pike?
Oh, there we go. The BX Swimmer is a slow sinking, jointed swimmer with a seductive kicking action. The BX Minnow is a lipped floating diving lure with a strong flash pattern imparted by its rolling action. Both are designed to run about 3 to 6 feet deep, casting or trolling. To get a bit deeper, we go with a larger lipped lure like Rapala's Super Shad Rap. It's another double threat lure that catches big fish, casted or trolled. It's a real mouthful and is super tough, featuring stainless through wire construction. As tough as it is, savage pike tend to leave a mark, which is kind of a badge of distinction. The more scrapes and scratches, the more fish have chomped and chewed it like a dog on a bone.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice
Good
fish.
one, Jer?
Yeah, I think so.
Boy.
Went for the jerk bait. Yeah, another nice one, Mike. Boy, it's just big fish in this zone, man. All right. Paid to switch it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, these fish are just
Oh wow,
big.
that's a tank. That one's
Every
got
one
some,
of them is big, big,
he's
big.
got some shoulders on them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I love it with this bass gear. It's just such a hoot.
Nope, not yet. There we go.
Oh,
got him.
Mikey, the net man.
There we go. I'm good at netting.
All right, thanks, bud.
Oh, you bet, you bet. Way to make an adjustment.
Yeah, spot lock here real quick. Anytime you're on the water, of course, angling is always about experimentation, and even in the course of an hour or 2 hours on the water, conditions can change and the attitude and mood of fish can change. So this morning, you just couldn't beat a VX swimmer. That's what the fish wanted. They wanted something just kind of really natural looking. This afternoon, they're following it, switched up to something really erratic, and it's starting to trigger bites. So it just, you always got to have options when you're out here, even for an aggressive fish like pike. Oh man, look at that, another great pike. We've got a pile of these today on Northwest Ontario's Lake of the Woods, and this whole area is littered with countless big pike fisheries. If you haven't enjoyed pike fishing for a while or you've never done it, you got to take advantage of these great fish. They're aggressive, they fight hard, and they're just a blast. Woo! Get her back.
If you'd like to know more about fishing and vacation opportunities in Northwest Ontario, log on to northwestontario.com. Northwest Ontario. There's no place like this.
You know, because I close every one of our television shows with a reference of some kind to the Bible, I get a lot of responses. And if people send me all kind of information and say, hey, you might want to consider this for a close. One of them is a little booklet I got here called Rhythms of Grace. And a short note came with it. Let me just read it to you real quick. Al, just quick note to thank you for the great ice fishing video. Loved it. I thought you might enjoy a devotional booklet for Lent. I produced this with a local pastor, and it has been a popular item. This devotional needs to be used with the daily scripture readings to get the best out of it. This pastor definitely has a gift, and I hope you enjoy it. As one of your big fans, my husband and I saw you on Gull Lake during one of your charity tournaments. Thanks, Judy from Iowa. And after I read through this, one of them, I actually flagged a couple of them that I thought would be of interest. Let me read you the one on 10 Commandments. Most of you heard what the 10 Commandments are. Many of you can probably recite them, and some of you can probably recite them in order. But let me read you a little bit of what they wrote on this daily devotional. From the top of Mount Sinai, mysteriously wrapped in a blanket of clouds and smoke, God's rules for living were delivered to his chosen people. There were 10 commandments, one for each finger, so that even little children could remember them. The 10 laws, each short and to the point, cover the major aspects of people's relationships with God and one another. Simply put, God knows there are ways to live life that work and ways that don't work. The 10 Commandments enhance and expand life rather than limiting it. These rules for living are intended to protect us as individuals and a community from behaviors that have the potential to destroy us. Then there was a little bit more, and she did a closing prayer. It says, everlasting God, we thank you for your simple code of law that teaches us the greatest lessons of life, reverence for you and respect for your fellow human beings. May we increasingly live according to your rules so there might be peace in our hearts and in our world. You know, when I look and read the 10 Commandments today and look at the world that we're living in and think about when these were written, handed to Moses, and how pertinent they are today, if we were to all follow these 10 Commandments, I guarantee you the world would be a better place. Hey, from all of us here at The Edge, you have a good, safe fishing season. Just a little food for thought this week. We'll see you in the water.